Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. So the look that I filmed today was just this wee bronze look. It's not a cut crease or anything complicated, I just wanted to keep it pretty easy. It's not my skin, I'll film a separate skin routine because I just wanted to get the ball rolling and do a little eye makeup, and then that'll hopefully be me. So I've already drawn my eyebrows on with the NYX brow gel that I always use, and to carve the brows out I'm just going to use the Collection 2000 concealer, and this wee brush is the Morphe 17010 but it's quite rounded at the top, so it's really good for cutting out your cut creases and for shaping underneath the brow as well. So I'm just going to go in, the brush is pretty loaded, and follow underneath the shape of the brow. And then once you've done underneath the brow, if you just load your lid with more product, so just fire that one. And then once you've got all that product sitting on your lid, this is just a wee Real Techniques concealer buffer brush, and I'm just going to go in and pat and wee swirly motions just to give it an even surface. And same with the outside. So I'm also just going to put a little bit of concealer underneath the eye as well, and this just helps your eyeshadow stick. Before I would have powder coated over the top, but now I like the surface to be more tacky because I feel like the pigment does actually work a lot better, and that's through watching the likes of Stacey Marie and Mitchell and all those guys. They never put a powder coating over the top, so I've just sort of started to do the same. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with is one of the darker shades rather than a lighter, just because now I've changed everything, but now I like to work from dark to light. So the first shade I'm going to use is Makeup Geek Cabin Fever, which is like this warm dark brown colour. Makeup Geek, again, they're really good for your kit, they're really affordable, they last a long time as well. They're just one of my favourite brands to use. So this wee brush is a Morphe Y18, so it's quite a dense but still fluffy brush. So we're just going to load lots and lots and lots of shadow onto the brush, and then we're just going to push right into the crease and just sort of pat to follow your crease line. And then I like to just give it a little wiggle just to help get that product stuck to the concealer. And I'm going to keep this quite rounded, so I'm just sticking to the crease of my eye, following that sort of natural shape in my socket. I do bring the colour up slightly higher than my crease purely because my eye shape is so big. I do have massive eyelids, so I feel like if I just keep it there, then I've got a lot of transition shade up here. So we're just going back in with more of that product, and you just want to keep really building that up until it's as dark as you want it to be. So at this point, clients will kind of look in the mirror and be a bit like, because it is very harsh and it's very in your face. So we're just going to start softening that now. So I'm going in with Bake Seal, which is dusty. It's another nice wee warm brown. It's a really nice transition shade. And then this wee bad boy is the Zoeva 228. So just a wee fluffy number. It's still got a bit of a point to it as well. So you've still got a lot of control about where that product's going. I usually start in the middle. You can start over here, you can start at the edges. I just find it easier to start in the middle. and you're just really working to buff that harsh line away, because you don't want them lines. By putting that lighter colour on, it's lightened the crease colour a little bit, so we're just going to go back in with the same brush, a little Morphe number, and Cabin Fever again, and just go along your crease. Going in with Laying Low, and then as the way of a 231, which is just a little small fluffy number. Really good with technical terms, aren't I? And just gonna put not a lot of product, just enough, a wee bit. And we're just gonna pat that onto the lid, getting right into that corner. So I'm just covering the first half of my lid because this is where the loose pigment's gonna go. So the paint pot just gives it a little surface to stick to. Once you've done that, we're going in with Peaches and Cream Peached, which is, it's one of the colours I neglected because I didn't actually think it looked that interesting. It's this like bronzy, I don't want to hold it too high, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. But it's like a bronzy, really shiny pigment that I was very sorry that I neglected for so long, but now it's back in my life. And just pat that on to your lid. So now we need to fill in the outer corners. So I'm just going to go back in with Bake Seal and start to pat that over where I've finished the pigment. And then for the outer edges, I'm just going to go back in with Cabin Fever and pack that on as well. And then you can bring that round again. I'm just going to get a little bit of that pigment and just give it a wee pat over Bake Seal, just so it's nice and blended. And then for underneath the eye, I'll use the same brush that I just used and Cabin Fever again. And then once you've got the dark brown on both sides, just gonna get a wee bit of Bake Seal, and this is a 227 Zoeva. It's a bit more square, so I find it's quite good for just getting underneath the eye blended. And then just sort of make sure that the whole eye ties in together. So for eyeliner, I'm not going to use black. I'm going to use this Peggy Sage liner. So this new one's like a metallic brown shade. It's got more of a felt pen, so it's really good for controlling where the product's actually going. So I'm just going to press the liner across the lash line. So I've just put the glue on my eyelashes, so while they're drying, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner and underneath my eyebrow, and to do that I'm gonna use these little Peggy Sage pots. And I'm just gonna use this Nancy large blending brush. And you just need the smallest amount. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and then there's hardly any product for underneath my brow. I'm just going to put some brown in my waterline. So yeah, that eye's pretty much done. So I'm just going to put some base on now and cover up this skin. And yeah, then I'll show you the completed look. Now I have to do all those YouTuber like poses where they're like, ooh, ah, ooh, look at, ooh. hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing a lot more now that I have all the stuff that I need to get stuff done. So if there's anything you want to see me do, or you want me to explain anything more, then please just give me a message. And yeah, if you like it, feel free to share it, like it, I don't know, do what you want with it. Yeah, bye!